Look there at spectacular SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go here in Inglewood. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But what he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
Nice run on first down, leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Man in motion is Smith. They'll go again here with Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. 2nd in passing yards in the NFL.
Yeah, and all Jared Goff does every year, Mike, is lead one of the most prolific offenses in the NFL. But I'm not sure he gets the credit he deserves. I think so many people wanted to give credit to Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell, and rightfully so, as he makes this transition to kind of the next era of Lions football without Ben Johnson. I think people are going to see just how big of an impact Jared Goff had, not only in the 15 games they won last year, but they believe they have a Super Bowl contending team in Detroit. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Working free downfield, it is Williams. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Lions 7, Rams nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Hey, this upcoming week, it marks one of our favorite times of the year here at EA Sports. It's the kickoff to John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Big John's such a presence on that holiday for so many of us. And we look forward to a big slate of games coming up on Thanksgiving. Packers and Lions start things out, followed by the Chiefs and Cowboys. What a scene that will be. And then finally, the Bengals and the Ravens on Thursday night. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. Right side, complete to Nakua. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Another Rams.
A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one? They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. Going right back to Nakua. Complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Why not go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Williams. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Rams.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The extra point from Carney is good. And the Rams will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over for their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Braden Fisk getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That one caught by Adams. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Adams. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 1. They go jet sweep and give it to Adams. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver.
Incomplete.
And now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
The Lions, 1st down.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. 1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. Ooh, well, now you see it, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Goff to throw. Catch is made by Wright. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 5.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A toss to the right, and here comes Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
On 2nd down, Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
A gain of 12.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. To the pylon, he's in. Rock right. Touchdown, Lions.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead.
7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. Oh! And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. DJ Reader. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Tackle made by Nate Landman.
It's a gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 3rd down, they go with Gibbs. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Lions 1st down.
At the 24-yard line.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On play action, Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the Rams' 24-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That's the 3rd-round rookie pick, Isaac Taslam.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak, and he's going to have a Lions first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's caught by Gibbs.
Goff's pass complete to Jahmyr Gibbs. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
2nd and 5. Goff gives it to Gibbs. A dive, and he's in! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Lions will take a 21-7 lead.
Rams 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Tight in the court.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. They've got it 2nd down and 2. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
They go play action with Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Parkinson in motion. To throw on second down, Stafford. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. To the air again, Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. Again, it's Stafford. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
A gain of 12
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third down, they need 5. Off the bootleg, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Carty's kick is good, and the Rams cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. The defense stringing him out. No gain back to the original line of scrimmage.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. That's over the middle. Caught by Taslaw. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Detroit.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Goff. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Lions first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Rams offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Man in motion is Smith. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. Parkinson in motion. 2nd down, it's Stafford. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Raymond going to return it. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. On first down, it's Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Detroit.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
At the 47-yard line, a gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
First down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Space to run inside the 20. And he'll take this one in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. This defense continuing to give up points Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The kick is good. Makes the score Lions 35, Rams 10.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own
Rams offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Play fake. Now Stafford to throw. Working across the field, Nakua has it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st down, Stafford. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And he's into the end zone. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Cardi now to add the extra point. His kick is good, and the Rams are able to cut into the deficit.
35, Rams 17.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Tight end, the motion man to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Throwing right, it's taken in. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
A gain of
16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
His 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch him right there, watch him right there.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And the Lions first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The rest of this game is all going to come down to getting stops. You find yourself down pretty big here in the first half. You have to get the ball back to your offense as many times as possible, but you can't keep giving up scoring drives, whether it's field goals or touchdowns. You need punts. You need takeaways. Give your offense a chance to start climbing back.
On play action, Goff. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. 3rd and 5. On the ground, this is Gibbs. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
On the play. Brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That's taken in, and he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
First down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Now Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Third down, 3 to go. From the gun, it's Goff. To the goal line and in. Rock right. Touchdown, Lions. His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Bates now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions are going to extend their lead.
Makes the score Lions 42, Rams 17.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. He's closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. We haven't hit halftime yet. A definite storyline to follow closely. Maybe adds to it here as they embark on this next drive. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's caught by Luka. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now it's 2nd and 1. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's another
good-looking drive, rolls on 18 more yards.
At the 20-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around?
That is caught. What a throw! Colby Parkinson. Touchdown, LA.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Rams are able to edge a bit closer.
Rams 24.
Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. They'll run with Gibbs. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark them there. And a first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Goff to throw on first down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They'll try to sneak it here. They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Montgomery. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
35-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Williams in motion. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
And it's 3rd down.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Throwing, Goff. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A gain of 26. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Here's Goff. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
Not only does he let the ball go through his hands, he lets 6 points slip away with that drop. I mean, everyone else does their job. The ball's on target. Listen, this is the big boy league now. The reality is, you've just got to catch the ball.
Williams in motion. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions will extend this third quarter lead.
Lions 49, Rams 24.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. First down, it is Williams. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, L.A.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Man in motion is Smith. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Pass is caught left side. That's Parkinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
First and 10.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
The motion man is Nakua. He'll try the right side with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Throw it on third down, Stafford. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This one from 54 yards out. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
No gain on
Depending
the
on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Throwing on second down, Goff. He's got his tight end downfield. It's right. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
At the 7-yard
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 50 yards.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
Jamison Williams. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. Montgomery trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced third down.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. Over the top, he's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Bates now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions stretch things out even further.
Lions 56, Rams 24.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Frisco!
On the give, it's Williams. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
He's brought down at the 31. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 6.
Watch it!
It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
A gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
On the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
He gets this complete, finding Adams. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
They put Adams in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. Open man, he's got it for the touchdown. Kyren Williams, touchdown Rams. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Cardi now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams cut into the lead a little bit.
The score, Lions 56, Rams 31.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Off the play fake, here's Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Williams. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
No gain on the play.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It is 2nd and 9. Parkinson in motion. Stafford now on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
St. Brown.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. Here's a designed run, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10. Motion man is the tight end going right. On second down, Montgomery. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Third down and 9. Goff. There's that man again. Another catch. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will extend their lead.
Rams 31.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over once again. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Adams.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On second down, here's Stafford. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of
Similar
7.
to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Stafford now on third down. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
The Lions offense getting set to get back to work. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's over the middle, caught by Taslam. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Detroit. They send the tight end in motion. Now Montgomery. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the 2nd straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Goff to throw. Catch is made by Wright. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do. First down, Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Can't ask for much more.
That's good.
22 yards on the first play of the drive.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again here with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
That one caught by Smith. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
At the 38-yard line.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, L.A.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
15-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? A shotgun snap to Stafford. That is caught. And the Rams going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. And give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The kick is good. Makes the score Lions 62, Rams 38.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
The tight end motioning left here. On play action, Goff. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
3rd and 5. To throw is Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Here comes Smith on the return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Stafford working from the pistol. Nakua snags it over the middle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 19
Closing in on
yards.
200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down.
43-yard line.
Kill, out here. Go.
They put Adams in motion. They run over center with Williams. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Williams, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
16
That's
more
catch
yards.
3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Anytime you're
First and
facing
10
a
at the
zone
20-yard
defense, you're
line.
working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
And the Rams are going to have first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
14 yards.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
Here's a run, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Now from the 7, it's second and goal. Parkinson in motion. Second down, it's Stafford. This one caught at the 4.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. That one, taken in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
Stafford brings the Rams to the line. They'll try to get 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run for it with Williams. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible, up a couple of scores as they start this drive, first and 10. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
He was taken down at the
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. One more time for Montgomery. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. He'll send a tight end in motion right. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. Goff down to a knee. And that should be the final act in this one. So it's a win here for the Lions. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, and did not look back as they cruise in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.